easier, and some of them might be harder for you with your child at home. Might bring on some tears, but in the long run, we're helping you out. Nitty Gritties. When your child comes to school, there are a lot of different kids to play with. And there are a lot of things to do, and there's yards and trees and hammers and hot glue guns. Please keep the toys at home. One of the things that we often lose sight on is what it's like with a child if they come to school and they have a backpack full of all these cool toys. They just got a car
and candy.
yesterday. And candy. And another child's like, oh, that must be really cool because Teddy has it. Let's keep the toys at home. It really takes away from that imagination play that we can have here.
The other thing is we work really hard to have community resources. So kids don't need colored pencils, crayons. They don't bring their own things. It's all provided in the classroom. And it just kind of puts everybody at an even playing field. We all
like
have markers that don't work.
Democratic. We all got Democrat. We all have markers that don't work. So please ask your child to keep their toys at home. It'd be great when so-and-so comes over for a play date, then you can play with those things. The same thing with technology. I realize that some young children today do have phones or Apple phones. It's always been understanding here that if you have one, you keep it in your cubby. It doesn't come out. And we ask the same thing of the adults here. We do take out our phones to take pictures. So phones are being whipped out all the time for photos. But if you need to have a conversation for any reason, you really need to do it away from the children. You need to go in that office and do it. So no technology. If your child has a phone, then it stays in their cubby while they're at school. And food. We've all traveled that road of a parent getting school lunches together, and it was my favorite part about summer is I didn't have to do school lunches anymore. We have a microwave. We have a refrigerator. Children are microwaving all over the place. We ask you just to please give them a healthy lunch. Don't have it be the lunch that's, sugary yogurt with a candy bar and
it makes it really
Jell-O,
hard.
and it makes it a hard day for them and for everyone else.
I'll never forget, I had one student, he was so proud that he packed his own lunch and he showed it to me. And I could never figure out why he was having a rough time at the end. And I looked at his lunch and it was hard spaghetti noodles. Like that's what he packed and that's what he had for the whole day. So though he packed it himself, kids need help. They need support, knowing what they need, protein, vegetables, different things like that. So plus they're used to being at home probably, so they're eating all day long. So pack them extra snacks. They're gonna be hungry.
The easiest thing to do can be when you're cleaning up your dinner, pack their lunch at the same time because they can just microwave it. Everybody becomes very efficient at microwaving. Starbucks, what a company. We should have all taken stock out, right? Please, do not bring your child here with a Frappuccino at 9 o'clock in the morning. Just don't do that. And don't come to school at 10 o'clock and interrupt class to bring them a Frappuccino. Just don't do it. It's crap. Okay, it is. Just don't, please. Let's be more mindful as parents of what you're putting inside your child, and then you're bringing them here. Where? What?
It happens.
Oh, yeah. You laugh, but it happens. And that Frappuccino that you paid $4.89 for, this much is going to be. They're going to have, and then they get busy with the swing, and we're throwing them away. Let's not do it. You're teaching your children through food, and it's work. I've done it. Do it. There is something so precious about this time in your child's life. I really see these years from kindergarten to 6th grade as their childhood. And then it changes. It does. I'm just telling you as a person that's gone down that lane, it changes. This is a very special, magical, precious time in a human's life. This is your child's life. These years will not come back. So let's support one another. If you're not doing it, it makes it harder for the parent next to you who is saying, oh, no, we're not going to do those things. And they're like, well, why? Teddy does it. So let's just try to support one another. Water bottles, we're very big believers. Only I could have some water right now. We're very big believers in drinking water all during the school day. But we'll ask the children, everybody, get your water bottles. Have some water right now. Make sure your child comes with water each day and a labeled bottle. Labeled bottle. They don't have to wear shoes here, but they often do have to find their shoes to go home. And they might be anywhere. So they do need to come with shoes in order to go out the field. We go out the field all the time. They can take the shoes off. They can take off shoes when they get there, but we do have a rule that you have to wear the shoes to get over there. There's just a lot of stuff in their fairgrounds. So we have a change of clothes. Children get wet here, even when they don't think they're going to get wet. They will be swimming in puddles here. Even when they're 10 years old, they will be swimming in puddles. So I have a change of clothes. We do have extra clothes. Bring a water bottle, a good lunch. What were some other nitty gritties?
Jay, you had a couple things.
Oh, I have one thing. I have one thing. Sun protection. Really big on sun protection. I would ask that everybody, when you're packing your bag, make sure you've got something with a brim on it to keep the sun off their little faces. Sunscreen, stuff like that, because it's California. We have crazy climate stuff going on. It's hot, it's sunny, and it takes no time to get sunburned, and I cannot think of a person that I know over the age of 60 that hasn't had something cut off their face. Sun protection.
And they can always store a little bottle in there.
The pirate said.
Sun protection.
Jay, go ahead.
Sure. I want to talk to you about money. Money. That's my thing. It's time for invoices. In our tuition contract, we talk about that the invoice will go out the beginning of the month. I have been busy. So for September, I know a lot of you still new to homeschooling, try to figure out the funds, try to figure out how to place orders. So there are two parts of it. You will work with your homeschool teacher to figure out how much money you have, what class you are taking, how much will be each charter school is different. Some will pay monthly, some will pay by semester. So if you don't know how, you can talk to me afterwards to work with me. And the other half, which is possibly not for all families. Some families still need to pay out of their pocket. So reason why I have not sent an invoice is because I don't know how much money you have in your funds, how much you apply to it. So give me some time. I will work each individual of you, or please email me, let me know. So just for September, I understand invoice will go out late and we will receive a payment late. For your out-of-pocket portion of it, back up for a second. If the funds is through a homeschool teacher, once you place the order, you don't need to worry anything. The school will send us I will receive the orders, I will invoice your teacher. That is the homeschool funds. Other half out of a pocket. If you're going to pay some portion out of a pocket, I will work with you. I will send you invoice. We use QuickBook. QuickBook used to direct pay, direct deposit is free. So now they charge us 1%. I know it's 1%, but to me, I don't want to pay that 1%. So what are the options? Option number one, you can pay check. Option number two, for me, is easier. Is just go to your bank, do bill pay. So send it to Roseville Community School every month, automatically just do bill pay. So that way it's easier. Or you can pay cash too, but I would prefer either. Or you want to pay direct pay. You want to pay that 1%, that's fine too. So then, or you can want to pay credit card, that would be 3%. So it's your option, it's your choice. We do have those options, but for me, I always try to save money, and then bill pay will be the best. Just that money will directly go from your bank to the school account. So.
Can you talk about parent jobs?
Of course. So money and the jobs. So yeah, this as both all the teachers talk about, this open environment, to support kids. So we need the parents to be here to work. I understand this year is different. The COVID, we have a policy. However, there are still many other jobs that we can do outside the classrooms if you cannot work inside the classrooms. We already posted jobs on the website called signup.com. We just tried something new. I just realized that the link I gave you, probably you were not able to view it. But
Fix it, Jay.
You fix it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
So
not
they
sure.
should be able to open up their contract and direct,
Okay.
or highlight, paste.
Okay, yeah. So just in case, I may send a separate email. So there are jobs, can be like Jules' workshop. We need somebody. If you think you have the skill, if it's outdoor,
Even if you don't have the skill.
if you don't have the skill, so we can help. And also,
So teachers will try to post ahead of time. Like we do a lot of dressing up or eating food when we're doing social studies, like exploring different cultures. So if I know that that's coming up, I'll put on the sign up. It's not Sign Up Genius.
it's signup.com.
Signup.com. So I'll put that I have a need for that day, so you can just keep your eyes out. We're requiring 6 hours.
Yeah,
a
well,
month?
for full-time students,
Full-time.
that will be 6 hours a month. We have reduced tremendously. Used to 6 hours a week. So
And
now
if you
6
would
weeks.
like, you could still come and spend a day in the classroom with us. It makes a tremendous difference. I mean, remember, everything we're doing is game-based. Like, all of our math is dice and cards.
It's like herding chickens, and we need more
I
wranglers.
need adults in the room. I'm only one person, and we do very few things in big groups. Our big groups are more discussions and playing games, but our activities are always broken up into small groups of about 4 children. So it's very nice. I mean, Noni, you've been here forever. You know it, and once you've been with a teacher and in the room, you kind of get the rhythm of what it is that we're looking for. It really is for you to be there, just kind of support the children. See if that they're understanding the game. But it does make a difference, especially when children are doing writing. We have writers' workshop is going on all the time. And they just want someone there. We need someone to help publish books. So we could use your help. Please don't stay away.
But if working in the classroom terrifies you, we have windows and bathrooms and sweeping that needs
And
to be
there's
done.
outside. Tondi has the whole garden, and Joel you can't do woodworking unless you have some adult help around here. So if you know the time spots for those things, we'd love to see you around. It makes a difference for the children, especially being in the yard. They'll get to know you, and they'll know who are the parents. They'll go out and do the field games with them, and play capture the flag. So you'll find it changes your life if you come here and spend a lot of time.
It's like a black hole.
And then we have parent meetings.
Parent meetings, we have 3 scheduled for this semester. So I will be leading those, and we'll be meeting, and our first topic is playground politics. So if you have any interest in that, you can come to those meetings. We do provide babysitting, is that correct? Yeah, so it's just a short discussion, and it'll be more roundtable form. And I will share resources with you. We'll also go over any concerns that you've maybe noticed on the playground, like how to deal with those things. So those will be good. And then our second and third meeting, we'll just see what things come up, what needs to be discussed, and we'll figure out a topic later. It could be curriculum, like how do we do math here? That might be another discussion.